Welcome to our channel, where today we're slithering through cinema to bring you the top 10 most thrilling snake movies of all time. From the deep jungles of Python to the high-flying terror of snakes on a plane, get ready to be entangled in the most venomous tales ever told on screen. Stay tuned, subscribe, and let's unleash the serpents. Number 10. Python, 2000, is a science fiction horror film that dives into the terrifying concept of genetic engineering gone awry. The movie centers around a genetically enhanced python that escapes from a research facility and begins terrorizing the residents of a small American town. The colossal serpent's insatiable appetite leads to a series of gruesome deaths, sparking panic and a desperate hunt to stop it. Directed by Richard Clabauer, the film stars Frayne Rosenoff, Robert Englund, and Casper Van Dien. Python blends classic monster movie elements with modern sci-fi horror, offering suspenseful chase scenes, special effects that showcase the snake's massive size and deadly abilities, and a narrative that critiques human meddling with nature. It has become a cult classic, appreciated for its campy tone and thrilling moments. Number 9. The Snake King, 2005. Also known as Snakeman, is an adventure film that explores the mythical and the unknown through a thrilling narrative. Directed by Alan A. Goldstein, the story follows a scientific expedition in the Brazilian jungle that stumbles upon a legendary ancient creature known as the Snake King. Intent on discovering a new healing serum, the team instead finds themselves face to face with a living relic from a bygone era, challenging their beliefs and survival skills. This movie combines elements of horror, myth, and adventure, creating an intriguing premise about the clash between modern science and ancient mysteries. The film delves into themes of greed, the ethical limits of scientific exploration, and the respect for nature's untamed power. Despite its B-movie status, The Snake King captivates with its adventurous spirit and the timeless allure of discovering the unknown. Number 8. Boa vs. Python, 2004, is a science fiction action film that epitomizes the creature feature genre, pitting two giant serpents against each other in a deadly showdown. Directed by David Flores, the movie capitalizes on the fascination with colossal beasts, blending horror, sci-fi, and action elements. The story begins with a wealthy businessman importing a giant python for a dangerous game hunt, which inevitably goes awry, leading to the python's escape into the urban landscape. The solution? Unleash an equally massive boa constrictor to track and kill the python. As the serpents battle, the human characters must navigate the chaos to prevent widespread destruction. Boa vs. Python offers a thrilling, albeit campy, spectacle with its CGI showdowns, creating a cult favorite for fans of monster movies. Number 7. Mega Snake, 2007, is a sci-fi horror film that delves into the terrifying consequences of defying a Native American curse. Directed by Tibor Takix, the story revolves around Les Daniels, played by Michael Shanks, who unwittingly releases a fearsome serpent that grows larger with each meal. This creature is not just any snake. It's a mythical entity bound by a curse that Les' family had promised to keep. As the snake's size and appetite increase, it becomes a relentless force of destruction, terrorizing a small town. The film blends elements of horror, mythology, and action, showcasing the battle between man and monster and the desperate efforts to stop the snake before it's too late. Mega Snake taps into primal fears with its portrayal of an unstoppable natural force combined with the lore of ancient curses. Number 6. Vipers, 2008, is a horror film that combines the terror of genetically engineered creatures with the suspense of a survival story. Directed by Bill Corcoran, the movie focuses on a group of inhabitants on a remote island who face a deadly outbreak of genetically modified vipers. These vipers are not only highly venomous but also extremely aggressive, making them a formidable threat to anyone in their path. The movie stars Tara Reid, who plays a scientist trying to contain the outbreak and find a cure. Vipers follows the classic creature feature formula, offering viewers suspenseful moments, sudden attacks, and the struggle of a community trying to survive against a horde of relentless predators. Despite its B-movie status, it delivers on the promise of thrilling encounters and the fear of what science can unleash when it goes too far. Number 5. Snake Island, 2002, is an adventure horror film that takes viewers on a treacherous journey to a remote island teeming with deadly snakes. Directed by Wayne Crawford, the movie follows a group of tourists who become stranded on the island, only to discover that it is home to thousands of venomous snakes. As they struggle to find a way off the island, they must navigate through the dangerous terrain and survive the relentless attacks of the serpents. The film blends elements of suspense, horror, and survival drama, creating a tense atmosphere that keeps the audience on edge. Despite its low-budget production, Snake Island captivates with its adventurous premise and the primal fear of being surrounded by nature's perfect predators. The movie delivers a mix of thrills, scares, and the classic theme of man versus nature, making it a memorable entry in the snake-themed horror genre. Number 4, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, 2002, is the second installment in the beloved Harry Potter film series, directed by Chris Columbus. This fantasy adventure dives deeper into the magical world as Harry and his friends uncover the mystery of the Chamber of Secrets at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. Central to the plot is the legend of the basilisk, a giant serpent that petrifies those who meet its gaze, released from the chamber to purge the school of Muggle-born students. The film masterfully combines magic, mystery, and the courage of youth against dark forces. Its portrayal of the basilisk brings to life one of literature's most fearsome creatures, showcasing the series' ability to blend myth with the modern coming-of-age story. This movie not only entertains, but also expands the magical universe, deepening the lore and character arcs that fans cherish. Number 3, Cuphead, 2008, is a unique blend of horror and Western genres, set against the backdrop of the Old West. Directed by Todor Chakhanov, the film spins the tale of a small frontier town that falls prey to a terrifying giant snake, dubbed Copperhead because of its deadly bite and coppery scales. The movie follows a classic Western storyline with the added twist of a monstrous serpent, introducing an element of supernatural horror to the gritty realism of the Wild West. The townsfolk, led by a brave gunslinger, must band together to fight off the slithering menace. Copperhead offers a refreshing take on traditional Western themes, infusing them with horror elements to create a suspenseful and engaging story. Despite its B-movie status, it captivates audiences with its adventurous spirit, thrilling encounters, and the timeless battle between man and monster. Number 2, The White Snake, 2010, is a visually captivating film that reimagines a classic Chinese folktale with a modern twist. It blends elements of fantasy, romance, and adventure, telling the story of a young woman named Blanca, who is a snake demon with the ability to transform into a human. She loses her memory while trying to retrieve a magical artifact and falls in love with a kind-hearted man named Ai Xuan. The movie explores themes of love, identity, and sacrifice as Blanca navigates the human world and battles against dark forces to protect her love and discover her true self. With stunning animation and a compelling narrative, The White Snake offers a fresh perspective on a beloved story, appealing to audiences of all ages with its blend of action, humor, and heartfelt moments. Number 1, Venomous, 2001, is a gripping thriller that delves into the chaos unleashed by genetically mutated snakes in a small California town. The narrative escalates when seismic activities force these deadly snakes to the surface, where they begin to infect the townsfolk with a lethal virus. The movie interweaves elements of horror, science fiction, and disaster genres, focusing on the race against time to contain the outbreak and prevent a wider epidemic. As the military enforces a quarantine, local doctors and scientists scramble for a cure, highlighting themes of human resilience, the dangers of scientific experimentation, and the unpredictability of nature. Venomous offers viewers a tense, action-packed experience, showcasing the struggle for survival against a backdrop of fear and societal breakdown. We hope you enjoyed this slithering adventure and found some new titles to add to your watchlist. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to stay updated with more cinematic explorations.